So what have you been up to? Obviously social distancing, not going and doing many things, but I feel like you're busy.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy, I knew like, I was like, April's gonna be wild for me for sure. And so it's been weird. I've been having this kind of like, I feel really happy. I feel really excited. Like things are great. But I'm like, have this guilt almost that I'm like, oh, this horrible thing is happening at the same time. But somebody was like, no, like you being happy and healthy is like good for the world. Like continue
Yeah.
to feel good. And obviously you have empathy and I think about the people, whatever, working in the hospitals and all of that. But I'm trying to just like bask in the happiness when I can take it because it's a tough time for everybody.
Yeah. And I think, like I try to stay informed, but not watch too much of it because I feel like you and I are similar in that way. Like it can get me really down and my anxiety up really high. So I'm like, I want to know what's going on, but then I kind of want to like
Absolutely.
let myself out.
Like listening to the daily thing, I'm like, I don't need to. I'm a follow the rules. I'm
Yeah.
aware that if you tell me I should wear a mask at the grocery store, I'll wear one. Sure.
Yeah.
Got it. Like just let me know what I can do and whatever, and I will do said thing. And then, but yeah,
Yeah.
I can't because I was getting in like a bit of a wormhole about it too.
Yeah, me too. I know. I like, what's your routine been like? Cause I feel like I finally kind of now feel like this is normal to just be home and wake up and like never leave.
I've noticed that when I'm watching like a movie or TV and people are like close to each other, there's like a huge crowd. I'm like, what are they doing? Like that's
I
bad. Like, it's so weird. I'm like, what the
I
hell?
did that the other day. I was watching Ozark and I mean, not, I don't know if you've watched the show, but
Yeah.
like she drives into the parking lot and she's like getting out to go into the grocery store. And I literally was like, babe, she's like going into the grocery store. What is like with nothing? And he's like, she's not living in the time we're in right now. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, but she's breaking all the rules.
No, I feel the same way. I mean, I have like my little routine. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna meditate, which I do. My routine's kind of the same, but I mean, I live in like an apartment, and so it's really tough to stay inside. So
Yeah.
every single day, I need to like go for a run or go for a walk or like do something. Yeah. So, but
Yeah,
I mean,
that's good. It's like getting out, even just for me, sitting on the back porch and just breathing in fresh air and having like sunshine, even if it's cold, I'm just like, okay,
yes.
everything's okay.
Are you in Nashville right now, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know. I'm like so close to you.
Oh, I love that though. I know
No.
the weather here is it's helping.
Yeah,
It's very
for
helping.
sure. I know. At the beginning of it, were you in Nashville when it all kind of started?
Yeah, yeah. So I've been here, and then there was definitely thoughts. I'm like, should I go home? Blah blah blah. But obviously, I mean, I live in my family's in Vancouver, so it would be obviously
Correct.
irresponsible to fly. So it would take me like 5 days to. I was just not going to happen. And but it is weird. Like I look at families that are like together, and it's definitely like hurts my heart a little bit. I'm like, I wish I was with my mom, but
Yeah, I know. Me too. It's so funny because I've lived far away from my family, which obviously you do too. I've done that like so long.
I know.
But for some reason, when I FaceTime my mom now, I'm just like, I want to cry. And I'm like, even though I'm used to it, but it's such a different feeling right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I think we just want to be like with our mom because
Yeah. I
like
just want to hug my mom.
I know. So yeah, it's been
um, uh, Not to like just slowly get into this, but congratulations on all of the crazy success that has happened since Songland.
it's been wild. My phone has been like popping off.
It's
It's
awesome though. Oh my God. So
I
exciting.
know. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. It's been a lot of energy. It's been like so much love, and people are like loving the song, and then you have people that like hate the song, like let you know, and like all of it at the same time. It's been like the whole experience. It's very unexpected. Like I didn't like the show. Getting on the show was unexpected.
Mhm.
Winning the show was like unexpected, and then this how well like the song was like doing because it literally spent like 3 days at #1 all genre, like it was beating Drake, like that's insane, like that's insane. um, that was like unexpected too, so it's just been like really beautiful.
Yeah. And I mean, I think now your music and your name is just so much more widespread. So you're going to see like the positive, the negative, and it's kind of like, you know what, the
Yeah,
positive outweighs the negatives and you just kind of have to let it roll off your shoulders. But
Yeah.
so when did that start? Like, when did you actually go? I'm assuming LA, you went and auditioned?
So the casting director had reached out to me for season 1, and asked if I had songs. So I sent some songs in, didn't hear, they were like, oh, these are great, and didn't hear anything. And then season 2 rolled around and they were like, do you have anything country? Like really country. And I was like, okay. And I literally sent them one song, which was this song, so it was super. And I remember I was like driving, talking to my manager. I was like, yeah, you can send them. I'll drink to that. I just wrote that like 3 days ago. That's super country. Like, did not think, like, the one song, it was super, super weird. So, and then I got a call in January, like about like a month later, on like a Thursday, and they were like, congrats, you made it on the show. Your flight's tomorrow to LA at 6 a.m.
So when you, like, how does the show work? Like, do you walk into the room exactly like it is on like the episode that we watched? Like, you sing the song and they come up with ideas, and then you go in a room with Shane or whoever it is and start working on it?
Yeah, really, that's what it is. I mean, the first time that I had seen any of them was when I walked out front there. Obviously you're there a few days early, and like you get everything kind of set up, and you rehearse with the band and blah blah blah. But yeah, you walk out and you've got Lady A, Shane McAnally, who's my literal songwriting hero. Like, I'm obsessed with him and have been for years. And then Esther, and then Ryan, and then yeah, I just like sang the song, and then immediately everyone gets to work. And that's like what I think is cool about the show is that is accurate to like a co-write. Like, you go in and sometimes you have like an idea kind of far along, and then everybody starts, picking it apart and making changes, and you have to be like open, obviously, to that. That's what co-writing is. And so that part is accurate. Everyone gives their opinions. It's like, if someone's a lyric person, they start working on the lyrics and whatever. And then yes, and then that happened, and then we were told we got paired with a coach. They brought 3 of us, moved 3 of us forward, and then I got told I was working with Shane, and I got an email that was like, so an SUV is picking you up, taking you to Ryan Tedder's writing compound in Hollywood to write with Shane today. And I was literally like, and what it's this beautiful, like, man, like, it was insane. I just walked in and Shane's got his like iced coffee, and I'm like, I'm obsessed. Like, and then we worked on those lyrics like all day. Like, I think that was the thing. People were like, oh, her song is so different from like what she came in with. But he was like, Lady A is notorious for their really quirky lyrics and stuff. So I want to win, and let's like work on these lyrics. So him and I worked all day on those lyrics, like together. And he was so amazing. And like, it was really like a team effort, So I'm so proud of like how it turned out. And then you, again, yeah, like re-perform it for them. And then they chose my song.
So cool. And I think it's a good lesson too for songwriters at home, because I mean, you went in there with a finished song in your mind, like you had written it, but you're going into a room again to make alterations to it, especially for a specific artist. So you can't be, too proud or like, well, no, that's the way I like the song to be. You have to be open to ideas, and for someone to be like, I don't like that line, change it to this. Mm-hmm. Is that tough?
The thing is I think that somebody would watch that episode or that show and think that must be really tough for her, but it's not, because that's what I do every day. Like, that's what co-writing is. And I think that I did like, I'll drink to that. I wrote for my own project, you know what I mean? But the minute that I walked in that room and sang it for them, it's their song. Like, I was like, whatever you guys wanted to do it, like, let's do that. Like, it wasn't like, maybe if I'd walked in and I was like, this song is my story. Like, this is my heart and my soul. Yeah. This is dear me. Like, this is something that like, it's really personal. It would have maybe been harder. But at that moment I was like, hey man, whatever, we want to work together. I just wanted to be a part of it. I want to rewrite it with you guys. I want to be a part of that journey that the song is on, which I got to be so much. And so I was like thrilled, and I think it sounds better. I think it's interesting. I think it sounds great. So I'm
good. It's such a jam, and it's so cool. Like, I literally just interviewed or like did like a iHeartRadio session with Lady Antebellum. I want to say it was in like January. And they're such awesome human beings, like the coolest, most down to earth, sweetest people. And to like see them watching your episode in their pajamas on their couch and being like, Madeline, I'm like, this is awesome.
I know. it was insane. They really were. They were so nice and so genuine. And all three of them were songwriters and excited. And I mean, like Hillary was like my hype girl when I was performing. She's like, yeah. Like I couldn't have loved them more. Yeah, it was awesome. Like everybody was so sweet. That whole show was just, it was like such a magical experience.
Yeah, so cool. What a like awesome thing to just have in your memory bank and like,
yeah,
you know, tell your kids one day or whatever, like, hey, by the way, I wrote a song for Lady Antebellum.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And like what you like coming out of that whole experience, like I met, you know, we got to hang out with all the other writers from the different episodes. I met so many people all across the country. And then and Shane, and like being able to work one-on-one with your hero, like I just walked out of it a better writer. Like that's an invaluable experience. So
yeah, for sure. And so obviously super exciting with Songland, but you kind of have to like calm yourself down and then focus right on Madeline Merlo new music out, which is so exciting. I remember hearing you play Kiss Kiss. I think it was at Woodbine for the Queen's Plate Festival. And I was like, oh, this is such a cool song. I remember Amber being like, wait, Shannon, you can't go to the bathroom right now. Like you have to watch this song. And I was like, okay, I will hold it. And then I was like, I'm so glad I did. I feel like this song, are you so excited to finally get it out?
Yeah, it's been one that I've sat on for a little bit. And I think that the three songs that we're dropping are just a product of like the last 2 years just writing songs. But that one in particular was one of the first ones I wrote for the new stuff. And I just felt so cool to me. Like I was like, this song is interesting to me. Like it feels like if Jason Aldean had a girl song, and there's like trap hats in it. We got vocal samples and it just get to sing in it. And there's like sonically like the way that we're like layering vocals like on, like it was so cool to like put together in the studio. So I was like, I just feel like I want to put this one out. So yeah, I'm very excited. But yeah, we've been playing it live and it was one of the ones that immediately people were like bopping around to and singing along by the second chorus. So that's always an indication that that's like a song that's going to connect.
I got really excited when I saw the email with the name of the song. I was like, yay, finally. I know that one. So I'm assuming that means that you obviously, I mean, you're a writer too, so you have so much music and demos, I'm sure, but is there a lot more music kind of in the wings that you're finishing up?
Yeah, so we have, we're going to drop 3 next week and then in the fall release like the whole thing. So there's a lot of songs. It's been tough choosing like what the right timing for all of them. Like there's a few of like my really favorite ones. We haven't like, they're not coming out next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of like the timing and the time of year and like the process of like the 3 that we're releasing, they all have a different purpose and they're all part of the like the story and the circle. Like they like all make sense with each other. So I wanted to have like tell that story.
Yeah, you are a storyteller, so you kind of have to follow by that little guideline.
I like doing that stuff.
So I want to ask, because your hair looks amazing right now, because we go to the same hairdresser when we're in Toronto.
Yeah.
But your hair is like fresh as can be. So have you gotten it done recently? Because I love seeing posts about people that are blonde right now being like, by the time the end of this is over, it's gonna be scary.
Luckily, so right before, like one of the last things that I did with people before this whole thing was a photo shoot. So I literally got my hair done. Like my nails are like off and trash now, but they actually like look nice for the first like half of this quarantine, which is nice. But yeah, and I've like purple shampoo I've been using. Somebody was telling me too, because it's sunny here, that we should put like lemon juice in our hair.
I was like, well, I think I might be going to like an ombre look. I don't know.
Well, I definitely have that already. Like it's darker on top, so it grows a little easier. But
your natural is blonde though still. Like
yeah. I can send you my girl. She's great.
Okay, awesome. I know Pam is sending me. Oh, Phoebe's rearranging things. Pam is sending me a toner so that I can do my hair, at least for right now. I'm like, thank goodness.
I'll go with my girl. She's really great at like I get compliments on like the color all the time.
And she does best hair ever. Cool. Always. Everyone's like, Madeline's hair is always so perfect. I'm like, I know.
It's not. I swear.
Beautiful. Have you been writing a lot during this? I saw you doing some Zoom writes, but
yeah, I've been zooming. I've been zooming.
I feel like I can't
I remember one of the first weeks I did 5. Like usually I'll write 5 songs a week or 4, but it's a lot. I had to get like those blue light glasses because my eyes. I'm not
Mine
used
are
to
hurting a lot.
yeah, staring at like a laptop so much. But it's hard. It's not the same. And I think that I've been just trying to be super gentle with myself. Like, it's hard to feel creative after being locked in your home and not around people and there's a pandemic going on. So it's okay that like you're not really functioning in your highest self right now.
Yeah.
Relax, girl, you good. Cause I was like, oh my gosh, everyone is like doing like the best home workouts of their lives and like making all this dinner and like I'm just eating macaroni and like not doing anything. And it's like, be gentle with yourself. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. This is
Yeah.
a really weird time. Like it's okay to be struggling in whatever you're doing.
Yeah, for sure. And I think too, like, I mean, I'm not a songwriter, but I feel like, I mean, mostly what you're writing about is your life experiences and what you're going through. So it's hard when you're just at home, not really experiencing anything other than self-isolation.
For sure. Absolutely. And for me too, it's like, you know, you have like maybe a dramatic breakup or there's something that happened that like it stirs it all up in you. You get all of these ideas, but now it's like, I'm living a pretty peaceful life and I'm locked in my house. So I'm like, what? And or like all of the songs that it's like, you know, we're at this bar and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't even remember what that's like.
Yeah. Yeah. What is it like to be at a bar having a drink with humans?
All of the things like I just never thought that I would take, like I didn't even know I was taking it for granted.
I know, or that you would miss it that much.
Yeah, it's so weird. What a weird thing.
Well, when this is all over, we will be super appreciative for when we're able to go out and spend time with people. And we should definitely go get a drink on a patio somewhere when this is all lifted.
Yeah, I want to celebrate the engagement.
Yeah. Well, thanks for doing this, girl. And I hope that you are staying safe and staying sane. If you ever need someone to talk to and just, you know,
Aww.
cry or get all your anxiety out, I'm usually in the same boat. So you know where to find me.
Yeah, and vice versa, for sure. For real.
All right. Well, thanks, girl.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.